with Steve Laraba, noted fan of throwing eggshells. First thing I want to start off with is that last 9 minutes was insanely different than what the first 71 was. What do you feel kind of broke the dam?
I think that GW had a good game plan, and they had to put forth a lot of energy to be able to compete as well as they did for as long as they did. And maybe some tired legs got them, but then once we were able to kind of solve the puzzle and get a couple passing combinations together, once we got the second goal, then everybody was really feeling it, and then after that, they were coming from anywhere and everywhere.
Can you elaborate on what that game plan was that you thought that they installed against you guys?
I'm sorry, what was
Can you
that?
elaborate on what you thought that game plan was?
I think they had a plan to try and put a lot of pressure on us and to force us to play under a lot of pressure, and then to try and get quick counters. And they did a good job with it, but I think once it wasn't until the last 10 minutes, once we settled down just a little bit and started connecting passes, then we were able to break their pressure pretty easily.
How much did the weather have to do with the game?
Maybe a little bit, just a little wet, a skip here, a bounce there, things like that. But I think, George Washington had a lot to do with the passes not quite coming together. But I think the weather had a little bit to do with it, not much.
Steve, if you could bottle what Aggie Hall does in the postseason for you, I think you really have some. And he got you started, I think at one point with ice two in your first regional game and the first two in the corner row.
Yeah.
Let's talk about his postseason play.
Hagen Hall he's a gamer, and when it's a big game, he will step up and finish his chances, and he can score from anywhere and almost out of nothing, and that's very hard to defend.
You guys, before you ran off that stretch, it was a pretty hard foul on Jackson Gray. Jackson came up pretty fired up. Did that have any impact on that little stretch right there?
It may have. It just showed that the guys were still very into the game, and they understood the moment and what was going on. And these guys want this regional championship a lot, and they want to get back to the state tournament. And it's on our shirts. There's one mission right now, and it's win the game in front of you. And hopefully we're able to do that again.
Kind of a cliche type question, but now that you made it back, it was a long season. You got one loss on the season. What's it mean to get back to?
It's great. It's always.
It doesn't always happen.
No, it doesn't always happen. It's always a treat to get back to the state tournament. You want to represent your school, your community, and it's a big deal to make the state tournament, and we're thrilled to be back.
Talk about the job Bryson did tonight, because I felt like they put a lot of pressure on him. There were a lot of situations, especially there early in the half, where they tested him and he was able to kind of come away and keep you guys in it.
Yeah, I think Bryson is excellent with the ball at his feet, and we were able to play him and keep possession. And as they tried to press him, he didn't panic. He made good passes and things like that. Unfortunately, their only shot on goal was the one that went in. But it was a good header for them. But I think having somebody like Bryson in the goal is such a huge confidence builder for the rest of the team, because they know that he's not going to make a lot of silly mistakes, and if he has to come up with a big save to keep us in the game, he will.
What's something that you learned from last year's experience? You won, but what's something that you learned from last year's experience that you feel like you can be even better prepared for going into the state tournament this time around?
I think it could be a little bit of rest coming into it. It could also be just understanding that the adrenaline's going to be really high, and I think it's managing those emotions early on and not getting too high early in the game, and kind of draining yourself for later on in the match, which I think happened to us in this winning part last year.
Is there some sort of relief at this point? You guys were expected to be here. A lot of pressure to get back to the state tournament? Is there some relief, and maybe that would play even freer in the state tournament?
There's definitely some relief, you know, because it would be really hard to not see this team, you know, playing here a week from today. So it is a bit of relief, but you know, we're really happy and definitely excited about the chance.
Steve Laraba.